to exude the beauty within the compliment its exterior, a direct reflect. Don't even feel the need to rhyme sometimes, as long as the point gets across. Not miss.
Jeff and the guys up there seem to be doing good work. What's going on, man?
Hey, thanks, Derek. It's an honor and pleasure to be on your show, just talking about different solutions and all that. And I thank you for allowing me to come on and talk to, the examples that we've been doing and showing the examples that people can do out there to implement change and activism in general.
Definitely, man. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, as an individual activist and how you got involved with We Are Change Connecticut out there.
Yeah, I got involved. I was recently first involved with a Ron Paul group in my area in Connecticut. Originally, probably maybe around before Bilderberg, I went down there. And then, then I started recognizing about waking up to more of the elite and the super class, and then going on to Bilderberg as myself, not a part of We Are Change Connecticut yet. And then showing all the examples of independent media out there that, with the live streaming techniques and the different activism methods, and saying that I wanted to get involved in this too and be part of, the change that's going on here. And it really is a turning point for sure. And then around probably, I would say, August or so, I started getting involved with the group. It's been around for a while. I'm not the founder of the group. I'm just a member. I could credit that to a few great members who have kept the group going for years before I even came around. And it's really amazing the turning point from since August up until now of doing the examples of, seeing you at the 9/11 anniversary this year and seeing your great work there and showing the examples of, becoming a real person, getting involved, because that's what it's going to take to expose the people involved and, spread awareness around to people.
Definitely, you're 100% right about that, man. And you said there are a few other good people out there in Connecticut. I want to say, hello and thanks to everybody out there who keeps the work going on, because without each of us doing it, whether it's Houston or Connecticut or New York, wherever we're at, this is what's building this alternative media that you and I and others are choosing to become part of. It's really affecting the solution as we move forward, and it's important for us to find each other. So I always like to take time to highlight other activists and what you're doing out there, and you guys just put out some new videos. Tell everybody about those.
Yeah, just maybe go back a little bit to the earlier stuff we've been doing. We try to interview people who make a difference in the world, whether it's whistleblowers or activists in general. Either with we did an interview with whistleblower Susan Lindauer around October or so. That's up on our YouTube channel now. And we also got a couple interviews with Immortal Technique, and showing the examples of, his great work in the hip-hop community and spreading awareness to what's going on through music, which brings everybody together in general. You could find all of our great work on youtube.com/WeAreChangeCT for more great work. We do different man-on-the-street editions sometimes. We do interviews. We try to do a little bit of everything. And also we try to get involved. We're starting to get involved with confrontations, which we will do more next year, of Madeleine Albright, the former Secretary of State. We confronted her in New York City not too long ago about her comments on Iraq during the 1990s as Secretary of State, and showing her that people are awake to what's going on, and that's the important thing of exposing them and thinking that they're not above us at all in general. They're just human beings like everybody else, like you or me, or anybody listening now, to show that you can look them in the eye and ask them a real question and show the difference that you're making, that the power of one person can make. It really is astounding for sure.
Definitely. I think these movements with We Are Change, since 2006, and stuff like Houston Freethinkers and just all sorts of other organizations that we may not have even heard of yet, where an individual just sees the situation going on around them and decides, it's time for me to do something. What do you think is, one of the best lessons that you've learned so far in your activity, going from being Ron Paul, being of the more mainstream, supporting Ron Paul, and then starting to recognize, like you said, the elite class, the Bilderberg group, and those type of people, and then moving forward and starting to actually confront these people? What has been the biggest lesson for you as an activist?
I think it shows that, like you mentioned before, I was listening before I came on here about the lessons of not trusting the system now. And it comes to a point now where we can't put our faith, even though Ron Paul did great work, we can't always put faith in our political leaders, regardless of Ron Paul or anybody else who comes in the future, we can't just put all of our eggs in one basket and do that. We have to look within ourselves to make that change and to look, as you said, look in the mirror and notice that you are the answer. You're the solution to whether it's confronting people or spreading awareness through activism, street actions, or whatever, saying that it's up to you to solve it. Don't put your dependency on someone else. Look within yourself first and find the solution there.
Definitely, man. What do you have in store for 2013 with for We Are Change? Because, out here in Houston and also just communicating with other brothers and sisters of ours around the country and around the world, looking ahead not only to what we're facing in 2013 with possible gun legislation and internet legislation, what do you guys have planned for 2013 to just push the message even further to the masses?
Yeah, I think it's just spreading awareness involving trying to, show examples of activism and showing examples of, people who have made a difference, doing that more even, and then also doing confrontations, confronting the people who are the movers and shakers, and to show that, we have the power now. We recognize that, we see you for who you are. And, you're not going to whether lie to us about anything else about gun control, whether it's, GMOs or anything else like that, or foreign policy for that matter, and to show that, we're awake to what's going on here. And just a slight example of that, if anybody wants to see what's coming up in the future, you could see our video we just released a few days ago, the We Are Change CT Best of 2012, where we highlight all the different stuff we've done, whether it's covering Occupy, protests, or anything else like that, and showing it was really an inspiration for other people to get involved, because we always need more people to get involved and do this. We can't wait for anybody else to do it. We have to do it ourselves. So that's what's in store. Can't wait for really 2013 to, do a full year of activism in general. And so.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to hear that in you, because once you awaken to what's going on in the world, and I think our listeners feel the same, whether they're activists full-time or not, that once you awaken to what's going on in the world, you can't turn it off. And once you get active, and the first time you hit those streets and start talking to other people, you feel that reaction, that response, and recognize that there are other people just like us who are looking for answers and looking for hope. It's an amazing feeling, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. Tell everybody before we cut to a break where they can find all your videos and all of the information about We Are Change Connecticut.
Definitely. Check out wearechangect.org. You could also follow me on Twitter. That's the best way to get in contact with me, at Jeff, JEFF, And you could also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/wearechangect, WRCCT. And you can check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/Jeff We Are Change CT. And also check me out on youtube.com/We Are Change CT for more different videos and much more in 2013 to come. So I appreciate it. Thanks, Derek, for having me on.
Thank you, Jeff. I'll talk to you soon. We'll be right back.
Genius. Jay Soley, give me a word. Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is scary or hilarious with various positions on the subject. One, but the age of Aquarius is only scary if your soul, mind, and body's barely balling on a budget. Yeah. Barriers are vanishing, the planet is uniting. Yeah. People are rioting, free humanity is rising. Woo. Sanity is born and insanity